my fellow Toastmasters and leaders, I didn't do the big jobs like our district director for the past year, but I just sum up some of the lessons that I've been learning over the past couple of years, and hopefully I can give you something that you can take away. Leadership requires bravery. You probably is going to argue with me about that. You said, what are you talking about? Toastmasters is a volunteer organization. I've heard that so many times, as if everybody says Toastmaster is a volunteer organization. What they're not saying is that, what do you expect? I volunteer, but I get nothing. There's no paycheck. There's no payback. I wanted to remind everyone who is the current member of this club. Back in July, our very first meeting, we had a featured speaker. That's what we did. We invited all the amazing Toastmaster leaderships, or even the best leaders in New York City and any other areas, and to come to talk about leaderships. Her name is Amy Campbell. Amy just stepped down as district director of District 61 in Canada. She came in, gave us a speech entitled Integrity, Authenticity, and Honor. The title sounds so formal. When she started off the meeting, and she started off saying, the last day, the first day of July 1st of the Toastmaster New Year, she opened her laptop. She found out her district wasn't distinguished. At that moment, she cried. She has tears and she cried, and she just felt like so vulnerable. She felt that she failed her district. Fellow Toastmaster, when I'm still talking about this, I am very touched. For someone, we think they don't get paid. But why they emotionally so invested into this organization? Well, the statement that I can proudly say is that volunteer organization, you think you volunteer your time, your work, you get nothing, that is wrong. You get something. You heard our district director, Melvin Garlick just said, you heard what he got. What you get growth. You get that kind of opportunity that you will never get when you're leading an organization of 100 clubs and 3,000 members. And everyone has their needs. And everyone being in the district trios understand that. It's not easy to make everybody happy. So what leadership really takes? Take bravery. Take someone say, I'm not perfect. I have my weaknesses. But guess what? I step up. I want to contribute. When you say volunteer organization, I got nothing back, in your head, it's all about you. When you say, I'm not perfect, I just want to jump in, I want to contribute, in your head or even in your heart, you are thinking about fellow Toastmasters contributes to others. So I leave you with this quote. Leadership starts with bravery. Step up and inspire. Now, what else does leadership need? Vulnerability. I know vulnerability is not what we like. We don't want to let people see us broke down emotionally, or we don't want to show up as a weakness. So it's very hard to be vulnerable. But why it's still very important to be vulnerable, be really true to yourself. In leadership, vulnerability isn't a weakness, but a strength. Have you ever thought about it? It is the strength, letting others see you, true self, and inspire the greatness. Mel just said that not everybody is perfect. He showed up the great vulnerability of what he's lacking. And don't we all like him better? I have to say, I felt closer to him. That is the thing as a leader. If you're brave enough, just tell people, I'm sorry, I screwed it up. If you're brave enough, just say, my bad. I thought it would be better, but it didn't happen. And be that kind of leader and be vulnerable, and you will get the opposite impact. It's not about looking great. You will looking great. This is not only about leadership. For any relationship, show your weakness, show your vulnerability. It is not a weakness, it's a strength. Last thing I want to talk about, be who you are. We are all different. Look at this room, everyone audience sit here. We have a different background, we have a different skin colors. We, even our mother tongue probably are different. We have a different experience and background. I cannot be you, and you cannot be me. That is impossible. I wanted to really inspire everyone, and true leadership begins with embracing who you are. Authenticity, it is your greatest strength. Recently, we're chartering a new club. It is the number 100 clubs in our district. It's called NYC Tech Toastmasters, and officially chartering today. There was a young guy. He came to us, called Emily, our club growth director, back in January. He wanted to charter this club. He's in New York. He just moved to New York not long ago. He works in tech. He wants to get all the tech people in New York City together. Back in January, we chartered literally today. It took 6 months to get 20 people. We were having so much tough times. But there was one time I told this guy, his name is Joe. I said, Joe, when you take it seriously, people will take you seriously. Joe worked in a tech company. His dream is to get all of his coworkers, his boss, join this club. He told us back in January, no problem to get 20. I have all these, my coworkers, they all need public speaking skills. But when he went out to every one of them, they will say, yeah, okay, let me know whenever you charter. They will tell him, yeah, invite me for next meeting. They will tell him, yeah, okay, I will let you know next week. So that is the moment I say, Joe, when you take it seriously, and people will take you seriously. And last night, when we chartered that club, I interviewed him. I said, how you feel? He said, I feel awesome. Now I think I can start my own business. I said, exactly. Think about all the 7 officers in this club. It is exactly the 7 roles you need to fill when you have your own business. Chartering this club give Joe a boost of confidence and give him, and actually the good news in this club, we're chartering with 24 people, and out of 24, there are 7 people are his colleagues. They've seen him meeting after meeting, month after month, for the last 6 months. He was there, and he's determined, and he took seriously. Fellow leaders, it doesn't matter you want to lead in Toastmasters or in your own organizations. Be brave, be vulnerable, and be who you are. Thank you. Back to you, Madam Toastmasters.